Greetings, this is Charles Allen with Forvis Mazars, and in this video we're going to look at the new data warehouse functionality that was released for Solver in December 2025. So let's take a look. What you see here is the Data Explorer window, and you can see that it is blank as far as any data appearing. This is a new feature. Prior to the release, Solver would display up to 10,000 rows. Now you can see it's not displaying any rows, and it is up to the user to define what data should be displayed. So let's take a look at some of the new functionality in this window. First, let's make some real estate. So we're going to close some windows. And this is showing us our columns. Now, one of the new features is this button right here that you see next to these columns. That is a filter column. If you click on the filter column, you can start adding items. Okay. So if I wanted a particular account, I could do that. If I wanted certain currencies, et cetera, et cetera. So let's say that I wanted everything for this entity. I'm going to hit that. I can then do a lookup, and I'll go down and choose one of my entities. And then if I hit apply, it's going to show me data for that entity. Now, I can, of course, add some more filters. So let's say, hey, I only want to see Department 300. Well, now I can click on that filter button and type in 300, hit apply. And now I'm going to be limited to just 300, and I can keep adding more filters. Now, another thing you'll notice, besides clicking those filter buttons next to each column, you can also come up to the top. And if you click on that button right up here, it pops up the filter window. You may remember that the filter window was above the data, and you would drag column headings up to it. Now it is accessed through here. If I want to add another column to my filtering, I can do that. Let's say I only want to look at accounts that start with a 4. I can come up here and hit New Filter, and I'll choose Account, and I'll do that, and I'll say Begins with a 4, and then hit Apply. Okay, and now we're only looking at our 40,000 accounts. Now, what you can also do is if you decide you don't want one of these filters, you can certainly just hit the trash can icon to delete it. And of course, you can change it right here. Okay. The options that you have are the same options that were there. So nothing new about that. We'll go ahead and hit apply here. And now you can see how many rows we have. And over here, you can see we have an export button, and that's going to export the data to a file. And there it is right up there. It created a file. So we can go ahead and open that file. And that'll open up on our screen. Data Warehouse is a good tool just for seeing the raw data that's in the data warehouse. There's also ad hoc reporting, which is really good if you want to add more fields. It certainly also has filtering built in. And I actually prefer that sometimes. It is read-only, so you can only read data, whereas Data Warehouse, if you have permissions, allows you to delete the data, or Data Explorer, that is. Okay. There's our data. All right, and then we have this button right here, and this is our delete option. So if I were to go ahead and click on a field, now you can see I can delete it. Of course, you want to be very careful about deleting anything. Make sure that you can get it back if you need to. Okay. All right, and really, you can also, of course, you can sort your data. So if I click on the account column, I can sort it. Now it's sorted in alphabetical order by account number, and I can also sort it in descending order. Okay. So we've got our filter icon over here. I can clear everything, hit a new filter to add something else. You can click on the filter icons over here to add those to your filters. To delete filters, hit the trash cans. You can click on here, takes to right back to that window. Okay. And then again, you have these options over here. That's really all there is to it, but just some really nice features that have been added to make using Data Explorer a better experience. If you have any questions, contact us at Forvis Mazars, and we'll be happy to help you. Have a great day.